Until this changes, nothing new or significantly different can manifest into your life. And when you change this, it's going to change everything in your reality in life like never before. I hope that sounds good because this video is going to change the game for you. And from this point forward, when you really truly understand and become this information I'm going to share with you on today's video, your manifestation journey is going to be so much more awesome. I promise you. This information changed the game for me. I was leveling up my manifestations when I realized what I'm going to share with you here today. So I hope that sounds good. And if you don't know who I am and you're new to my channel, I'm Coach Tony. How are you? Thank you for watching, by the way. And I am a certified manifestation and mindset coach. And I'm on a journey to just simplify the process of manifesting and demystify it for you so that you don't have to go out and learn years worth of information, that you can actually just start to learn the most important pieces of the puzzle so that you can have your be anything and know exactly how to create it in your life. So if that sounds good, be sure to like and subscribe because I'm going to be sharing lots more information on my YouTube channel here to just help you level up your life like never before. Okay, so let's jump right into today's video because this is going to change the game for you. I hope you're ready. Buckle in. This is going to be a little bit of a longer video, but I promise you it's going to serve you amazingly well. Okay, so let's jump right in. Unless this changes, nothing new or better can manifest for you. You have to change this, in other words, before anything can change for you. What is this? It is your level of consciousness and your self-concept. So before we even get really started in this video, I want to share with you where this comes from. It comes from Neville Goddard, and it's actually the power of awareness. And I want to read to you a little piece of chapter 2 of the power of awareness, because this will really help you understand what consciousness actually is, okay? So let me read this really quick. It is only by a change of consciousness, by actually changing your concept of yourself, that you can build more stately mansions. That is, the manifestations of higher and higher concepts. It is of vital importance to understand clearly just what consciousness is. The reason lies in the fact that consciousness is the one and only reality. It is the first and only cause substance of the phenomena of life. Nothing has existence for man or woman save through the consciousness he or she has of it. Therefore, it is to consciousness you must turn, for it is the only foundation on which the phenomena of life can be explained. So I'm giving you the exact text from Neville Goddard here, but I want to simplify it for you here on today's video, okay? It's going to blow your mind when you understand by the end of this video. And by the way, at the end, I'm going to give you an actual exercise you can do that'll help you actually shift your level of consciousness and your self-concept of thyself, okay? So stay with me till the end, and or you can skip to the link to the end if you wanted to, but I promise you there's infinite value in today's video here, okay? So the idea here is your level of consciousness, your awareness of your self-concept is the controlling factor. It is the thermostat that is set in your life for your reality right now. So if your thermostat is set to a certain level of consciousness and self-concept of yourself, that is the current level of the results that you can get into your life. You will never manifest more than your current level of consciousness and self-concept. I'm going to say this again because it's so important. You will never manifest more than your current level of consciousness and self-concept. Man, is this going to change the game for you. I'm telling you right now, when you really understand this and become this information, it's going to change your life forever. I promise you that. Mark my words on today's video here. You don't manifest what you want. You manifest who you are, right? Who you are being is what you are going to manifest. Therefore, we have to become somebody greater in order to have greater things come into our life. Okay, so that's the first idea that I want to share with you on today's video. The second idea is how do you actually become somebody greater, somebody better, somebody more worthy of receiving whatever it is that you desire? How do you do that? Well, that's what we're going to get into great detail here with this portion of the video. There's really two levels of consciousness. And we're going to be talking about your mind like never before, because I really want you to understand exactly how this works on a physical, scientific level and on a spiritual, energetic level as well. Okay. So the idea is this: although we have a limitless mind, it's broken out into two sections: your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. Okay. In simplistic terms, your conscious mind is the masculine and the subconscious mind is the feminine. And we're talking energy here. So the conscious mind is the masculine aspect of your consciousness, and the subconscious mind is the feminine aspect of your consciousness. Okay. And the idea here is whatever your conscious mind impresses upon the subconscious mind is going to create. So if you can imagine, the conscious mind is the director, the composer, the architect, and the subconscious mind is the actual orchestra or the engineer that builds whatever you're designing from your conscious mind. So in other words, the conscious mind is the creator, and it's creating and it's pushing it forward. It's taking the actions, right? And the subconscious mind is receiving. It's receiving the idea. But until it fully receives it and accepts it as a 100% truth in your life, it won't actually come to pass, because the subconscious mind is the actual determinant of what is going to manifest into your reality. So the conscious mind can think anything, actually, and it can think infinitely, but whatever the subconscious mind has accepted is what is going to come into your reality. So I want to give you an analogy here. I want you to think about life and this world and reality in terms of watching TV, actually. This will be really easy for you to conceptualize, okay? So right now, I want you to imagine your attention and focus and awareness is likened to you watching television. And in this case, you're going to be watching a certain show or movie that is your reality right now, okay? And so the idea is, even though there's infinite different realities that exist, parallel realities that exist for us, we can only watch one at a time. In other words, you can only have one activated in your current life's experience, okay? Well, what does it actually mean? Is you have accepted an idea of your life and reality and self right now, and that is what's playing on your movie screen of your life and reality, okay? I hope this makes sense. But the idea is you are the ultimate creator. You're limitless. You have the remote, in other words, and you can choose to change the channel anytime you want. So no matter if you've been watching the same movie or show for years and years or decades even, and it's like, oh, I've been poor, I don't have enough money, I don't have my dream relationship, whatever that looks like, right? And you're tired of watching that show, right? Maybe you want to turn on the Beverly Hillbillies, where it's a rags to riches story for yourself, and that's the life you want to start to create. Well, you can change the channel to that. And you choose. You're the director and the starring actor or actress in your own life's movie. How cool is that, right? Well, this idea, though, is you can change a channel to any station. You can have, do, or be anything that you want in your life. You just have to choose consciously and then raise your level of consciousness and self-concept to that of a person who can have, do, or be that thing that you desire. So there's a lot I just shared with you here, and it's super profound. So I'm going to say it again. You have to become a person who is able to have, do, or be that which you desire, who's worthy of it, who is able to have it, who's able to receive it. Okay. So I want to give you some real life examples here, right? Let's just say you're trying to manifest a better relationship, a dream relationship for yourself. Okay. But up until now, you've been wanting or needing more love or more caring relationship or more fun relationship, which implies that you don't already have it, that you lack it still. So what do? Is you go out to meet new people, and you meet other people who also need and want more love and caring and fun in their relationships. But they themselves are not worthy of receiving it yet. So you two meet, and now you both are victims, and you both need and desire more for yourself. Here's what we got to do. This is where you make the shift. You've got to become a person who's already worthy of love, who already is loved, right? Until you can get yourself to that level, you're going to always be meeting people who also need more love in their life, right? I hope this makes sense, but the same is true in all areas. So if you've been wanting more money and needing more money in your life, and it's been desperate, and you've been struggling to make money, right? Well, what happens is you go out in the world with that energy, and what does the universe create, and what do you attract in? More challenges. It's hard to make money. More circumstances that match that, or opportunities or lack thereof that show you that level of who you are being. So in other words, we have got to shift into a person who has it already, who's already abundant, who is wealthy and abundant and prosperous right now in your life. The beautiful thing about this is you can relate it to non-money or financial related things. So in other words, you can actually go out and look at all the abundance around you in your life right now. I mean, I literally look at my windows and I see trees and grass and an abundance of all that nature. And if you really go a step further, you're going to understand the trees are giving off infinite abundance of oxygen, right? We never have to worry about where our next breath is going to come from, right? We just get to breathe air infinitely in abundance anytime we want. And it keeps us alive. How amazing is that? I've got news for you. We are abundant already. You are abundant already. You just have to find it. You have to become abundant. Your self-concept has to match abundance if you're going to start to attract a lot more abundance into your life. So then the question begs to be asked, right? How do we actually shift our consciousness and our self-concept? How do we actually do it? Well, I've got news for you. Earlier on, the concept I shared with you between your conscious mind and your subconscious mind, it holds the key. And here's why most people struggle, and they are trying to do affirmations and all sorts of things, but it's not really working. Well, here's how you can fast forward it. I'm going to give you the secrets of the universe and of yourself, your limitless self, to allow you to shift like never before, okay? So again, if you're liking this information, make sure you like this video and share it with others who might find value, by the way, because when I understood this concept, it changed my life forever, and I want the same for you, okay? So let's jump right into this idea. This is the last main idea, and then I'm going to share the exercise at the very end, okay? Your conscious mind is not the manifester. It's not actually going to be the one that creates your manifestation. It is the director, and it's the architect, though. So it's the visionary in our journey here, okay? But the subconscious mind is the actual worker. It's the actual part that is going to set forth into motion the manifestation, whatever is impressed upon the subconscious mind. A change of impression results in a change of expression. So we have to change what is being impressed upon our subconscious mind. And then that will change the expression of the results you're seeing in your life. So I'm going to say that again, a change of impression. Again, whatever's being impressed upon the subconscious mind will result inevitably, once accepted, as an expression in the outer world. As you change your inner world and your inner level of consciousness and self-concept, then your outer world can now be expressed. It can be expressed once it's been fully accepted. How do we get our conscious mind to impress upon our subconscious mind properly so that it can start to accept the next level of our life and the next level of our self-concept and consciousness? Well, this is the magic right here, guys, okay? Here's the science behind it. There are 5 main brain states that we shift into and alter throughout our day. And I'm going to explain to you exactly how this works, okay? I want to simplify everything for you here. Our conscious mind, you and I right now are fully consciously aware. We are in our conscious mind and brain right now, okay? What that relates to on a scientific level is we are in beta brainwaves. Beta brainwaves. But the idea is beta, you can't create from. Again, the conscious mind is not the creator part of our mind. It's the architect and the visionary and the designer, but it's not the one that's actually creating and manifesting. That's our subconscious mind, okay? So the idea is, how do we access our subconscious mind? Well, we've got to relax and quiet the turbulent waters of our beta conscious mind. We need to quiet and get out of beta brainwaves and into alpha brainwaves. Alpha brainwaves is the next step down. Okay. It's a relaxed state for the body. How do we get there? Slow, deep breaths. So every emotion that we experience in the body has its own unique breathing pattern associated with it. So if you're sad and depressed, you're going to be just breathing kind of just nonchalantly and, kind of a weak breath. You're not going to be taking deep breaths in, right? But when you're confident and you are feeling good, you're going to be taking nice, deep, powerful breaths, nice, slow breaths. When you're anxious, what do? You hold your breath, right? If it's an immediate reaction, right? Or if you're worried about something, you're taking kind of like shallow breaths like this, right? What we want to do is whatever emotion you're feeling, erase it. Erase our canvas. Come back to a blank canvas by breathing slowly and fully. Okay, in through the nose all the way. Completely fill your lungs with air. Completely let go of any emotion, tension you're holding in your body, okay? When you do this for just a few breaths, just a minute or two, you're going to come back naturally and come into an alpha brainwave state, okay? When you do that, now your subconscious mind is now opening up. The door to your subconscious mind is just opened up. And now whatever you start thinking about in this nice, relaxed, creative state for yourself, it's much more easily impressed upon the subconscious mind. So when we enter into alpha, that's our relaxed state, and our subconscious mind becomes more suggestible for ourselves. But when you enter into the next level, which is theta brainwave state, now it's like a trance. It's like a hypnosis trance that you can get into. But the idea is when you're in this state for yourself, it's like you're in the zone. It's like you're highly focused in to whatever's going on. And your subconscious mind is it's highly impressionable in these alpha and theta state, brainwave states, okay? I want to give you a real life example, though, of how this works all the time for people. When you're watching TV and you get sucked into a show or a movie, let's say, right? And you're watching it intently. Well, what happens is you start to quiet your mind and you get into alpha state as you're watching the movie. Well, if it feels like you're in the movie or the show, that's theta. You are the actor in that movie. Like you're playing it out, actually, okay? So the idea is our mind is very highly suggestible in that brainwave state. So what do? Is they interrupt the show with commercials. And they show you a commercial on the screen of the TV, and guess what's going right into your subconscious mind? So the powers to be have known about this idea for many, many decades, and they've been using it to their advantage, actually. So people buy advertising for whatever they want to enter into your subconscious mind, right? For fast food restaurants and stores and whatever. Well, that's what's being impressed upon your subconscious mind. People can recite different commercials and little, catchy tunes that they use that also help your mind remember. So again, they're using all the tactics, actually, unfortunately. But the idea is it'll be highly suggestible to your subconscious mind. So we want to use these same tactics, but for what it is that we desire, for who it is that we want to become. Because again, it's not what it is that you want, it's who you are is what's going to manifest. So we've got to shift into who we are, okay? How do we do this? Is we've got to start to impress upon our subconscious mind in these relaxed states throughout the day. So you can enter into these relaxed states anytime you want to, but the natural window that happens for everybody is right as we're drifting off to sleep and right as we're waking up in the morning. Who you fall asleep as is who you wake up as in the morning. In other words, the self-concept you accept for yourself as you're falling asleep is the self-concept that you wake up as and with. So we've got to start to shift who we are falling asleep as every night. And that will start to shift, because what happens when you're sleeping is your subconscious mind, whatever was impressed upon it. That's why affirmations are so powerful at night, because your conscious mind's out of the way, right? So whatever you're telling yourself as you're sleeping is also going into your subconscious mind. But the person you consciously accept as being, as you fall asleep, is who you wake up as. Any exercise I recommend to you guys, do it from that calm alpha theta brainwave state for yourself, okay? When you do that, your subconscious mind is readily available. The door is open to it, to her, and the feminine part of you is going to be able to receive it much more effectively, okay? And then you impress upon whatever it is you want to press upon, that subconscious part of you. And the next level of this is with limitless questions. So this will bring us to the last part of today's video, which is the actual exercise. And I call this limitless self-concept exercise. You could do this in the morning or in the evening. Highly recommend when you're quieting down your day, or in the middle of your day, if you can quiet your day down enough to do this. I highly recommend doing this, though, in a very quiet state for yourself, in a very alpha-induced state for yourself, where you're nice and relaxed and calm, and the waters of your mind are nice and still, okay? When you do this, what we're going to do is you're going to just take several deep breaths. Relax your body. You can even use my progressive relaxation for this, that I'm going to also link down below in this video. Use that to relax your body. You're gonna envision a golden orb of energy. You're breathing it in. It's unconditional, loving, relaxing energy and healing energy. It enters into your lungs, into your body, gives you a sensation of unconditional love in your body, okay? And you picture it going to your feet, and it relaxes your feet. Every breath in, you let go of any tension that you might be holding in your feet. Next breath in, it goes up to your calf muscles, relaxes your calves, and so on and so forth, okay? So listen into that, and it'll be very beneficial for you. But once your whole body's completely relaxed, now you're ready to receive like never before, okay? So what you can do is, if you're laying down or if you're sitting down, it doesn't matter. You can do this however you want, but with your palms up like this, okay? When your palms are down, it's like you're grounding in information, and it's like you're kind of like locking it in. When you're open like this, so your palms are open, now you're open to receive information. So anytime I'm looking to impress upon my subconscious mind, I turn my palms in and I just kind of sit there and set them on my lap like that, okay? But what you do is you're just going to be breathing in, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to ask yourself some limitless questions, okay? What you're going to ask yourself, who do I need to become in order to have, do, or be my desire? Okay, who do I need to become in order to have, do, or be my desire? When you ask yourself this question, it opens up limitless possibilities for you, because now you start to entertain, who do you have to become in order to have, do, or be whatever it is? Any amount of money you desire, any dream relationship or dream job, or the health and physique of your dreams, whatever that looks like. Who do you have to become in order to have, do, or be that thing? Do I have to become more disciplined? I have to become more open. I have to become a better risk taker. I gotta get out there, take more action, right? I've got to be more fun loving. I got to let go of my past. I've got to be more loving and caring. I've got to be more at peace. What this is going to do is it's going to start to open up your mind like never before. Okay, who do I have to become to have XYZ, whatever your desire is, okay? Ask yourself this, and then ask yourself, okay, what if I could have this in my life? How would it feel? So you're starting to work with your subconscious mind, and you're starting going against it, saying, all right, I am this. Sometimes that can cause a lot of resistance if you don't believe that you are that self-concept quite yet. This will help you start to incept and impress upon the subconscious mind that next level, your next level of consciousness and your next self-concept level. But when you ask, what if I could have, do, or be this? What if I could, right? What would that look like? How would I feel? How would life look? What would it look like, right? And you start to ask these questions, these limitless questions. You're entertaining it. You're becoming more familiar with it. What you realize what's going to happen here is, as you become more familiar, it's easier to accept being that version of yourself. You see what we're doing here? We are starting to work in alignment with how our mind actually works. Instead of competing it and telling it, all right, you're going to be more abundant. No, we're actually just inviting our subconscious mind to come to that conclusion itself, right? And again, we're using some really powerful ideas here to help kind of convince and sell yourself on being that person. Okay, so I hope this makes sense. But this idea is the very first step that I wanted to share with you here. And in subsequent videos, I'm going to be sharing lots more techniques on how to actually step into that version very effectively. And I'll be sharing that in subsequent videos. So make sure you stay tuned. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel and you really loved and liked this information I share with you today, be sure you subscribe. I am going to be sharing life-changing information with you guys in the very near future here, and you're not going to want to miss it, okay? So with that, I hope this video serves you amazingly well. I hope for the people that were here that really needed to hear this and level up themselves, that this was very valuable to you. Thank you so much sincerely for watching and being a part of my channel here. I truly, truly appreciate it. And I want to help serve a lot more people. So if you are willing to share this information or any of my videos with anybody else, I would be forever grateful for that. Thank you so much. With that, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.